Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. So last time we did chapter 14. A lot of questions again last time, right? Answers as well, but mostly a lot of questions. So let us continue and let's do chapter 15 today. Let's go. 2:55 a.m. 10 years ago, a man named Sizzle took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sizzle met a detective named Lynn at the junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. What? I see myself. What? Wait, is this present time or what? Okay, there you are, Commander Sith. Commander Sith. Sizzle, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. I didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in an hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sizzle. Dude, what is happening, man? Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own misery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. I'm confused. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Yes, we are very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. This is very confusing indeed. What? Oh, there's a sub. Jesus. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. I told you, man. He was a bad guy. Problem is, why is there another Sizzle, right? Who am I? Who's that Sizzle? So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. So this is the death we need for Cabanela, right? I was saying, oh, we need Cabanela to die so we can meet him. So this is the time. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Once a criminal gets punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones are smart of it? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that saw your life, or have you forgotten that? Oh, wait, isn't that hot? He's not getting burned though. I was murdered by all of you. Like, look at that, his hand. Detective Zhao chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was running there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. What did he do? You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Dude, he's a detective. Why would he try to help someone escape from prison even though he's a friend? I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen to me anyway. He's gonna come back to life. Like you saw earlier, right? His hand was burning. You gods. Now then, Inspector, I guess the meteorite gave him some powers, right? Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition in my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsik. Dead. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be you, but you couldn't be, could you? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that sizzle guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. So, I guess he could take forms, right? Different forms. And when, I guess, Sizzle died, this one, he maybe thought that this was his body. So that's why he's using this body, right? But in reality, it was not him. So who is he? Okay. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life very valuable to this situation or this nation. Okay, so do your thing. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Okay. Yeah, we saw that already. So you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think it better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I'd better be careful here. Oh, he's still alive though. What? Oh yeah, because we went back. I forgot we went back. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers that it did? I completely forgot that we went back because of how much dialogue we're having, right? The desk lamp. The kettle? I guess we gotta wait a little bit, right? Yeah, we saw this already though. Okay. Then we guess we can move here. Look at this place. Here's a ball. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now there's another death lying hidden here. Ooh, maybe the pigeon man is dead. What? Another death? Oh, this was the room, right? Remember when Lynn died the second time? This was the room, but it's trashed now. Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat. Oh, it's the pigeon man. He died. Hey, come to think of it, where is that old pigeon guy? The bird is looking for him. Hoist. Open that. Then let's move to this. Excuse me? Are you awake? Of course I am. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things, but never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, there's a different guy, and I'm his guest actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if you go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Rewind time yet again. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. No me daft, I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of these powers if I removed it. Oh, the meteorite is still there probably, right? He's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. laughing. So you figured it all out. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. Oh, so maybe it's not a different person. Maybe the one we're using is the actual sizzle. But yet then again though, I don't know. I control everything. The shell, people. Because I was thinking like, oh, maybe the sizzle back then was good. But then again, right, he's still hostage Lynn, right? Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. Oh, see, he controlled her. So it's true, you were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create a conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll be all over. Cupid won't turn around this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. The party poppers, though. Professor, look out! No! But hey, you just shot a party popper, right? Dynamite? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared. That medical examiner, remember him? Yeah, the blue guy. He was a complete and utter imposter. I mean, wasn't it obvious though? He said that he was going to take the corpse back to the lab. But he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen. So you saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away, the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, and never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back and even further into the past. Alright man, jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough, then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to boot. that huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Professor? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh, what's with all these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, what can we do? Oh, there's rats. What? Where are we? We're right here though, right? But what are these rats doing here? Can we go there? It's too far away. Open it. It's no use. I can't open it. Could the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. He sounds so proud of that fact too. This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward. What in the world is this thing? This device has that meteorite data entered into it. It detects Temsic radiation, or if it detects Temsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. What can we do here though? I cannot go down. What do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. If you do, you're going to set in motion the contraption. Oh yeah, he just thought it'd blow me up is what he thought. Oops, that was my bad. But there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on this room. But yeah, there's nothing really though. Like look, we cannot move here, we cannot move there. Okay, maybe once the professor moves. But yeah, here he goes. He's gonna do it. As you perhaps have already noticed, time is running out. Yeah, no, perhaps about it I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on here. Yeah, there's literally nothing we can do. It looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What's it a frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yup, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but a strength that surprised you. Oh, Missile is here. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time, so should I look for him? There. So we couldn't really do anything. We needed Missile's help. Sizzle, here I am. Oh hey, it's Missile. What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here, let me join you. Now, maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Okay, move, I suppose. Okay, let's stop the explosion. Oh no, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen, and then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile. Oh, that's why they said downward, right? He needs to fall here, I suppose. Oh, I didn't know about that, but I'll do my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. Okay, what can we move to? No, not that. Measuring device. A toy cake. Will this even do anything? Ball. Telephone. Toolbox. Hoist. You're actually gonna do anything though. How about the other sides? Do we have anything here? Ball, lamp. Yeah, there's nothing here though. No. Oh, they are trash can. Okay, we can do the trash can. Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sizzle, my animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you would have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion. Okay, I guess we gotta swap with this one, yeah, so he can go up, right? Okay, now they're there. Now, that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making the trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. Hey, trick time. What do we do here? Okay, so this is the same as this, right? So what? Do we swap it or what? No. Why did it go there? Okay, here? Trash can lid? And then what do we do? This one? Do you remember how my powers, how to use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right? Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As being carried by the wind and falling to a river, I realized something. If you look at the things from different angles, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. I think we can swap this, right? No, but it doesn't work like that though. So you know why I couldn't swap it? Because Sizzle was here. Oh my god, my dumbass. So you cannot swap if a soul of the other character is in that part. That's why I keep having conversations like Missile telling me that he can swap with stuff with the same angle. Oh my god. Sorry, little pigeon. That's what's like, why is it not working? Like whenever I put there, it's not working. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little, but when I move you though, quite a bit actually. Damn you. But at least we saved this guy. I mean, they didn't say that though. Did they say that you cannot move if there's a soldier? I can't believe it. You actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanela. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is, nothing like it. Yeah, except unlike my normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace. Updated the phone book. Okay, next for Cabanela now. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. On that phone call, yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's his lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute, Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Sizzle? That's right, with us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Okay, we'll start from here. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Sizzle, I'll go up first and wait for you. Okay, so he's there already. Okay, lovey-dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It says Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Trick time. You got grit, little pigeon. I better get up there before the little pigeon's strengths give out. Miss L is waiting for me, so I'd better hurry. Okay, we got only Sizzle here, so we got to the hoist. And then here, we're back. There you are, Sizzle. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, the same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him noticing. So we can't really move until... What do you call this? If he's looking at us, we can't move, I mean. It's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sizzle. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, artsy. Okay, so we need for the kettle to go down first. Yes. Okay, we saw that already. He's gonna do that, and then we gotta jump here. So I guess we gotta maybe do this, right? Okay, we move it. Oh, did you see that? That bad Sizzle turned around. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off me too. If you have something to do, do it now. Time to take the first steps towards saving the Inspector. Okay, let's be careful here. We gotta hold this one because if he turns around, we cannot do anything anymore, right? Helmet? He heard that. What was that? Okay. Oh, he's gonna shoot him, right? Yes. Then it's gonna come back. Trick time. Okay, I guess we gotta go here then. Oh wait, what? What is a missile in here? Missile is in here. Okay, what is this? Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now the situation has changed slightly. This last split seconds are our chance. Okay, what do we have, by the way? For missile, we have a book, desk lamp, telephone, kettle. So we go here. What can we do here? Okay, step ladder, move. Jiggle this. And then return. Swap that. And then wait, what do we do next after this one? Let's think a little bit. Let's think. Wait, so what do we do here then? Do we move it? Do we jiggle it? Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm, most of all. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha, I thought so. I think we gotta draw it. I should have not moved this though. Yeah, I think I should have not moved that one. Why did I drop it? Yeah, why did I drop it though? The book. Yeah, no. He's gonna shoot now. It's too late. It's no use. Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do. I don't see anything to swap the bullet with. We need to swap the bullet with something? I guess we didn't make it in time. I'm so sorry, Inspector. I guess I'll have to try again. Again, I'm going to get shot again? Okay, we gotta do this again. If I want to save the Inspector, okay, we gotta do this again. Then I guess I'd better look for something with the same shape. Kind Kind of looks like a bullet though. The front of a bullet, right? This one. Yeah. This was another condition of my deal. No, wait. Our chance is coming up. The last plate second, right? Leave it to me. There. Swap it. Okay, would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in mid-air between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's her chance. Okay, I'm here in the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. This one. Yes. We did it. That was getting hard though, yeah. I don't think he noticed. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now, I say again, I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Did I do alright? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. So I was like, the knit hat, right? I was looking at it, maybe it could be like a bullet, but then I dropped it the first time, and yeah, we had to repeat it, and I was like, what do we do next after this? What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yes. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile, and there's a certain guy I have to follow too. We did it, yes. Had a lot of trouble with this one compared to the other recent puzzles we had. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you crazy old character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. I used to be a little thing, like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah. Right, like I'm going to believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone. Just in case, I posted a special investigation unit all around the building. Let's just spray. The boys came through for us. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. I guess we gotta talk to them. Well, it looks like both of their debts were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in White, I can't call it a complete success. Yeah, because he still got hit by the explosion, right? He's still hurt, I mean. But in any case, they still have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I'd better talk to them. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion. That way, I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true, I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there, within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Or I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Revenge. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take a little girl hostage. And he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. The detective Jowd who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. What the hell happened then? Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to the investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I just had been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard and I drove him into a corner. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? Are you actually stupid though? Why would you even leave your gun? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. I mean, but then again, it's also his fault though. He didn't need to do that. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. Also, I guess that was the deal. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove his powers, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. Ooh, so he was the one, okay. And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they use him for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Spotless record. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all the intel as the head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course, why else? I just never could believe it, man. Zhao shooting Alma? I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Zhao is innocent. What incredible determination. CABANELA'S determination. There's one thing I just don't understand though. If you were so determined to help Detective Zhao, why didn't you help him escape the prison? And that's an easy one. Escaping from prison is a crime, true. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could. So that's it. But there's one little unfortunate result of all of this. Lin completely misunderstood your intentions. What a little misunderstanding. My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Pigeon Man. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Okay, we're going with flashback. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, alright, no questions about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't, so what do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went, and no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded, so nobody could have stolen that body, but there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. So, what is that? Yeah, by being alive. Why didn't they take the stone on the Temsic Park? Maybe the stone is not in the Temsic Park anymore, right? Remember when the guy said that it's still buried under there? Yeah, the people probably took it already if they know about these powers, right? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? Why is he shocked, man? You saw him earlier. He got shot. He didn't feel anything, right? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. Yeah. Clue left behind. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. It got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to the park and tested a spot where the meteorite fell, and just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that one on the corpse. At that time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? CABANELA'S arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. He really is dancing though. Who's bad? I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you? And who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. That was a lot. But yeah, at least we had a lot of answers there. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd. That's right, okay. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it's something it shouldn't have made an impossible move. Yeah, the Cupid, right? I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in the part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Hey. Sorry about that phone call. I must sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you've always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanela, I'm sorry, I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like always. Say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Oh, Detective Jowd, everyone is here now. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd. The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning too. That's pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry, I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Oh, the coat. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promise to give it back to you one day. And here it is. Why is he wearing pants like that though? I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me is just what I wanted or needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Sizzle, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. So we'll get you hooked up somehow, you'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine, I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving. Inspector Cabanela? It's almost dawn. Sorry. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Okay, so yes, I think that was the longest episode we had for Ghost Trick, right? It was 2 lives that we saved, and it was kind of hard though, yeah. Honestly, when they add missiles, how do we put this, ability, it kind of made the game a little bit harder, right? Much more challenging, I mean. It's very nice, but sometimes they don't really tell you. Yeah, the tutorials and stuff, right? That when Sizzle is in one part, you cannot move there, right? So that's why earlier I was like, why cannot I swap the door with the trash can lid? It's like, why is it not happening? Like, that was the only thing, right? It's because Sizzle was on the door and it wouldn't happen. Honestly, I took a while there. I was like, yeah, why it doesn't happen? Is my game bugged or what? But in the end, we got through there as well. So a lot of questions has been answered yet again. Dude, this game, or this chapter, I mean, a lot of stuff in this episode. A lot of stuff. So I wonder where we go next time. Is it chapter 16 next time, right? Are we gonna go to the sub? Because we kind of saw it in the beginning, right? When the bad Sizzle called those bad guys, right? So we'll see how we go there. But hopefully we do. Because I want to see them though. I want to see those bad guys. We don't really see a lot of them. Sure, they're the main enemies, but we haven't seen a lot of them. Maybe like 5% at most right now, right? We just see them when they're calling, and the two ones, the beauty and the small guy. That's the only one we saw. But for the main guys, yeah, we haven't really saw them a lot. So anyways, we're gonna continue this and do more of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.